From the video channel here, and welcome back to Danganronpa. So let's get started.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
No? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead, and I already know.
For real?
Evidence revealing who replaced the...
I don't know why I decided to pick that instead. Life sucks. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet! Poison? If the protein's in the...
Absolute...
I got it! You're saying
A protein...
What?
That's...
No? I do. So maybe...
But what was offered to her instead, and I already...
For real?
Evidence revealing...
Oh, it's the footprint!
I got it! The footprints left behind. That's the evidence you're...
I visited the chem lab this morning, and they must have appeared around the time of... What's more, the culprit must have gone to section... And given how clear, all we have to do is check...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine. If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
No, it's not. Not true.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left just... Plus, Hina's been acting... You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't this whole time? You've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else. What about it can't...
Well, it's just...
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Did you really...
Why? I found her. There in the wreck. She asked me to bring her, but... when I went to get the powder from the chem lab...
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? Honeyed words like friendship don't, not a person alive. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not. Do you honestly think Hina
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too...
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So,
You didn't notice?
yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could tell us more about when you...
How come?
Hina.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that there's nobody else to suspect.
Go ahead, Hina.
Right away, I went to section...
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out.
That store... First you went to Section C, meaning you went from...
Yep.
Can you repeat that series?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac?
It's the same thing no matter...
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the
Yeah. Okay,
And
I
that...
moved from Section C, and that's where I switched the powder. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section. Then I took the bottle with the and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we talk?
First I went to... That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay, I moved from Section, and that's where... Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Shoot!
First I went to Sec... That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the...
Yeah.
Okay, and
I
then...
moved from Section C to Section A, and that's where I switched the powder. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Shoot!
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground and...
Yeah. Okay, and I moved from Section C to Section... And that's where I switched the powder. Once I was done, I put the bottle filled... Then I took the bottle and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we talk?
First I went to Section... That's
Actually,
when I
it should,
grabbed...
it
And
should
you
tell
spilled
me,
some of the...
it
Yeah.
should give me a hint when
Okay,
I
I moved
pass
from
it.
Section, and that's where... Once I was done, I put the bottle filled... Then I took the bottle and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First I went to Section... That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of...
Yeah. When I grabbed...
Okay, and
I
then...
moved from Section C.
No, that's
I
wrong!
knew that was that first, but I just didn't... I missed it the first time, so I didn't get it right.
You
Then
said
I
you went to get the
started double
poison
thinking
from
myself.
Section C. And
Yeah?
after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just...
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had so you never
Well,
What the hell?
and the footprints aren't the only. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit.
New evidence?
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would...
Just say it already!
I found... It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you.
But...
Oh, you still don't with Makoto. Why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really...
The rec room window.
Got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was like...
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
what's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of...
Everything Hina told us?
In reality, that bottle of... It was there at least until the window got... There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving... I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was up? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside. That can wasn't there...
You're right. But before we do, it has to do... After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or any...
What are you talking about? Is...
Not at all. Just answer...
Well, no...
Yeah.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah.
Okay then, that proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you know what...
Make an argument. I knew there was gonna be more.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying... someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my... Until the locked room, it absolutely wasn't...
So you're saying someone planted...
No. No. It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room was unlocked!
Shoot!
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt
Until the locked room was... It absolutely was not
in there.
So you're... someone planted...
No.
It had to have been. It had to be. It was in there before the rec.
When it comes to that coach, there's not a doubt in my... Until the locked room was unlocked.
It absolutely...
So you're... someone planted it?
No.
No, it had to have been in there. It had
To be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're someone plant? No. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had
To be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until
I only have a
it
minute.
absolutely.
So you're someone plant? No. It had to have been. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in until the locked room was unlocked.
Shoot!
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until it absolutely.
So you're someone plant? No. It had to have been. It had
To be. It was in there before.
No, that's
That
wrong.
was close.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from.
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the... So it had to be...
I see. Kyoko, earlier when you asked.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility.
And that's made as long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison. But once the room with the protein can wound up in the...
That's all true, then why did I thought we all agreed she was tricked?
No, that's not the only explanation is. She drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is.
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the...
It was Hina, right?
What do you think?
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about?
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Why?
Because. Horseshoes. You gonna make me snooze after? Ooh.
You're a
No.
liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
What did I do? You know what? I'm done with you.
You're a liar!
Combo breaker!
I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
KO.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder?
And it was only on her...
Sakura must have been standing, so the person who spilled the... And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it, which is how she was able to... But the powder still got scattered. Is there any problem?
But why did Sakura... The only explanation is that she was looking...
No! Because
No, you didn't kill her.
So why you just like the dead people, can't you?
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
No, you probably
I
believe you
can't
can fly.
believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it, and that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle. I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I... You said you were going, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch. Once you were at the there, you took the powder and poured it when you left the lab. All thinking about it like that.
When you were done, you gathered... While everyone else... Honestly, you should have been the first. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura, in order to hide this fact, Hina, as long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed...
That's enough, Hina.
It's not!
It is! Actually, no, we have to end this
The what? Okay, we could do that. Put it upside down. There's that's not it. One thing is this.
is exactly what happened. This case began... Specifically, those people were Hiro, but one of them... She got there one... And she found it. She crawled into... Then, from inside the locker, next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought without thinking he'd killed her. He took a magazine from the tape to that end. Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So she jumped out of the locker and... But in her, she put the magazine...
Well, I might get this first try. There were like a couple things I'm not confident on.
Soon after, she also saw the blood dripping off. This caused her personality to switch back over to when she woke back up. Her second personality
so he passes out, or is she sneezes?
And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, this explains why there were two. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken monochrome.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
And that explains how
I'm not confident about that
one. But even after those, so then...
Okay,
it was the point. She turned the rec room, and there. Later on, we had to smash the... But someone already knew what had happened. And that same...
I did it. I'm a
while
genius.
Nobody was looking, they did all this specific in an attempt to guide the trial, and the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth
amazing.
of the case. Sakura and you claim to be the killer.
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh?
Oh, you still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll...
I gotta be. You could be going away now.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really... Maybe you don't want to, but so, who will you make the right? What's it gonna be?
So if they died, or if they got the wrong person, they would just all die. Sakura. Why is Monokuma on there?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Tired.
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
Oh, I see.
Come on.
You know, why'd you try to cover up what happened? It's the truth. You would have died along with the rest of us. Why did you
Don't
do
be
that?
mean!
Yeah, she almost died back there. Because that's exactly what I wanted. Huh? I mean, the reason Sakura died, because all you pushed her into a corner. So that's
You
why.
should have been the
I
one to
couldn't let her be
die.
the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean... You were gonna take us all with you. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all helped save her. Are you serious?
What
That
is this?
still understand. Let me explain. How much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Oh. That I found it on the ground in the front of the rec room. It was Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Bring it back. I should have seen it coming. It was right after genocide. Jack had attacked me. She got Superman and stormed around the nurse's office. I ran after her. Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because
I
of me,
can't forgive
my
this!
closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. After I thought she was responsible, she thought everything was her fault. This is why I wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You have to meet with them, Free? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemies.
They're friends.
They're my... Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you talked to her, you would have understood that she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. This was just a misunderstanding. Oh, don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what a suicide note means. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait, right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, I got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get some protein. She asked for it. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized I saw that someone taken something from the poison shell Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Please, let me in. Open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She has weakness, just like any other person. She got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness, that's normal, and yet
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it, and you just added the weight she had to carry, and I didn't even realize it, you know? We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we had to murder her.
Why?
Please, people like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you try to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the past trial? Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that, that got found out, and I wouldn't will do anything for her. I could never face her after. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but I'm about to follow. As he's thinking when she died. What did you say? Everything you said is nothing but your interpretation, right? In my opinion, on what her suicide note meant.
In other words,
Well, what's
yes,
the
indeed.
What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura suicide note. But you know already. Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What then? You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It sounds so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribble at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the trial? You were about to? Yes. The case played out between you and you alone. You were the one jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it would still be between you guys. So what's... And scene cut.
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmony, narrative. But you haven't ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? You can't help the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first
But
place.
hold on.
Enough already.
Could you get honest,
Yes,
please?
indeed.
Okay, D. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came
You
to
see,
me.
the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch.
So every other line
even
she's
if
just
it
gonna
meant
read
my
from
own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving it into the
And
mastermind.
what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither of the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off and to wait until we reach another
However,
stalemate.
as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than
I
anything,
cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal a secret, which made everyone else hate her. And her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoron, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make
So
on me.
this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disarming. The Mastermind knew eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I had an obligation to get this situation under control. To fulfill that obligation, I decided to do the Mastermind. As the Mastermind I commanded, I will do as I was told and
But
commit
I've
murder.
decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
The Mastermind demands I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel comfort. She didn't die.
No
alone.
way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I did any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. Please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I've chosen. This is the only way I have to left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the crash trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest up to you. Please talk to Briar, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't let anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close to
What are you
killing.
gonna do?
But in the end, all her memory was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost end up doing it anyways. Thanks to you, her death has no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you were nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? No one here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong, tricking Hina with that fake suicide note, and plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
What?
Because she made us remember that we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Be straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her, and nobody else can blame Hina. What? whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need this story is you, nobody else.
What do you
What
want?
the heck? This is not how it's supposed to go. But, anyways, are you sure about that? This killing game is a compromise between all of you, remember? The enemy, your enemy is each other. You're absolutely right about that. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death woman. The only way to survive this is to win. You can be no doubt those are the rules of the game, which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hinata were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fears
Don't
for
make
this
me
game.
repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I'll no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to, and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto anyone who thinks that they could fool me. Sayaka, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by your thoughts, sentimentalism, or what is that if that's what you're thinking? Wherever master goes, I go. And if the master marches up to a guy, maybe I could try to fire. Everyone?
Hey,
Well, no. Can you say that Sakura's death has no meaning? How boring. Nothing good for me either. I'm still gonna be having the fun time.
Heck?
The fun time? Anyways, let's forget about the good for nothing backstabber and get back on track. So no punishment, I
Want me
guess.
to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heaven no. Just because the black one is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm the particular set about the Bear Times 1 rule. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, I shouldn't be ashamed to let it go to waste. For my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest? Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time! Who's getting punished? No, 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 all three you go, no, 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 what the, no, 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 don't you dare, don't you dare, no, 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 all three you go, no, 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 no. No, no! Oh god. Oh god. That's overkill, don't you think? Oh. She's now a spear. Now she's a bear. I barely could bear that. That was 2 bear puns in one, I just realized that. You suck, man. You turned into a mangled hunk of junk. Whew, that took it out of me. Oh, go girl, pay the chicken. God, chicken. After all, they say that post-workout grub chickens were... I hate you. I hate you. I don't want to even hear you.
But still, I'm gonna do my best.
I hate you.
What's the matter?
Screw you!
just as I thought.
So you finally noticed it.
Actually,
Finally, no. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So, of course, I didn't care that if you got access into it. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Nobody who's died so far through deaths of each of our friends, they will make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. You killed Alter Ego! How dare you! Holy moly, you're super mad, like unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, before that, I need to read the postscript. Postscript?
Yep.
There's still a bit more left. Huh? Okay, prepare yourself. One other thing, Anita. Anna, there's something I'd like to tell others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hit deep in a spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can stop at the most important bit. You said you didn't like cliffhangers.
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Doctor's note. I said I ever let you these false habits. But
Too bad.
that's for you, losers. What is the matter? No, it's not a note. Let me say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to lay down and die. I will fight you. I will fight you, no matter what. And that's seriously. Wow, what a stubborn loser. He'll fight you?
Well?
You.
Yeah, we already read this. He said something.
Yo!
I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.